Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're doing well. Sorry, the telly's getting a little bit loud there, so I don't want to be struck down before we've actually had a chance to do anything. As you guys can see, this is the West Ham versus Chelsea live watch along with where you and I talk about the game live as it happens, and I keep you up to date with the scoreboard going on as always. Guys, as always, of course, this live stream, I should say, is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear, guys, as you can see from the icon that's up here, along with Admiral and Umbro, Clout and Blue, track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts, and t-shirts. If there's any Chelsea supporters watching, there's some retro Chelsea shirts in there as well. There's also some England stuff in there as well. So go check those out. Any purchases, I should say, that you guys make, we will get a commission, of course, because that's why we're sponsored. We get a little bit of money, very, very, very small bit of money. But the money that we do receive, the commission will be going directly to Iron Supporting Food Banks, the charity in the ticker below that I've been asking you guys to donate to since December. So you'd be helping those in the Newham area to help themselves feel better, because at the end of the day, these are people that are regularly relying on food banks. So guys, please do show your support for West Ham and also for the community as well. So as always, guys, let's start off straight away by talking about the team sheets. In goal is Fabianski, with what appears to be a back five of Soufal and Fredericks as the wing backs, with Balbuena, Diop and Ogbonna as the centre backs. Noble and Soucek as the holding midfielders, with Fornals, Lingard and Bowen as the attack. On the bench for West Ham is Randolph and Trott, Johnson, Alves, Coventry, Lanzini, Yarmolenko, Benrahma and Odebeku. So guys, give me your thoughts on the team sheets. In goal for Chelsea is Mendy. You got Christensen, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Azpilicueta, Kante, Jorginho, Chilwell, Mount, Werner and Pulisic. On the bench is Kepa, Alonso, James, I think you pronounce it. I don't think he's called James. I think it's James. It might be James, I don't know. Zuma, Gilmore, Havertz, Hudson-Odoi, Zek and Tammy Abraham, their leading goal scorer. So, guys, very, very interesting. Rich, welcome. Kieran, welcome. And Rich, thank you very much for liking and sharing this, guys. There's 8 people watching at the moment. Please, if you do like this, then by all means, please do hit the like button. So the more likes this live broadcast gets, the more exposure this gets on YouTube, and therefore more people will be coming in. So we're just seeing the team sheet coming up on the screen now, and yep, it is a back three with the wing backs as I've just stated. So it's interesting. So guys, good health as always. Give me your predictions for this fixture as well. Seeing that William Hill has given this fixture 17-2 odds for Chelsea to win, so totally understandable. So you've got Bowen and Lingard up front on their own. Brain, welcome. Paul, welcome. Yeah, so it's a 3-4-1-2 basically, with Fornals in the holding position, which is not a holding midfield. The number 10 position, I should say. It's not a bad idea in any shape or form. Good afternoon to you, Paul, and good afternoon to the so-called top 6 supporter in the house there, Brain. Hope you're alright, mate. One of the matches of the season for him. Totally understandable, because I know you don't want us to win. Francis, hello, mate. He says 2-1. Could well happen. Well, obviously we'll talk about the game live as it happens. Excuse me. So yeah, having a bit of pale ale for a change, and no cider. No, what's the word? No, Krabby's ginger beer. It's pale ale this time, in case anyone's asking. Kieran reckons 2-0 to the West London Redskins. Rich says, I reckon 2-2 or 3-2 either way. Could well happen, mate. Could well happen. It's obviously there's a lot to talk about. I mean, Rich, Brain, Francis, you weren't around for the live chat on Wednesday, so give me your thoughts on the European Super League. I'm pretty much certain I know what you guys are going to talk about. I think Brain was in there for a little bit, but wasn't there that often, so can't remember if you put your gave your thoughts on that. But if anybody else out of the guys that are currently watching but not commenting, give me your thoughts on the European Super League. Be nice to know who's watching, because I know you guys have got an opinion on that. I genuinely know you. I really know you got an opinion on that. Everybody does, and it's quite rightly so. At the same point, because is it one of the biggest travesties we have ever seen in football? Really has been just how selfish the so-called top five and Spurs have been in terms of how they've run things. It's just ridiculous in general. It really has been absolutely ridiculous. Francis says we must take advantage of the Liverpool result. Yeah, it was a 1-1 earlier today. Arsenal losing 1-0 to an own goal as well yesterday, which says the Super League was a bit odd, a bit laughable. It's a bit more than a bit laughable, mate. It's like unbelievably laughable. But yeah, you're absolutely right, mate. So just waiting for the. I've counted actually. I counted this morning. My stream through Now TV is 34 seconds behind what you guys are watching if you're watching it on actual Sky, and there's a 6-second delay on here, so there's 40 seconds delay on it. So that's Coobs. Welcome. Completely elitist, he says. Absolutely agree with you. Brain says, I'm glad all that ESL is mostly behind us and we can get back to enjoying the football. It's not that but not that far behind us, mate. I'm telling you now. So game's kicked off. So let's get cracking on the game. So totally understandable that it was going to be that Chelsea were going to have the main position, because obviously as a visitor you get the kickoff, and it's completely happened. So yeah, the commentators are saying there's 5 Premier League games for both sides to play after this. 5 games left of the season, guys. It's mental. Absolutely bloody mental. Really, really is. I mean, it's ridiculous with 5 games to go. The media, more than anything else, which is spurring people on social media, are talking about West Ham going looking for a Champions League finish with 5 games to go, guys. It's crazy. Anyway, so Chilwell, and he just loses the ball out for a throw-in, which looks like Noble's going to take. And so it might be all over from our point of from a supporter's point of view. Trust me, it's not, because it's going to be a big legal battle, just as Soufal does the throw-in. And this clock is 3 seconds ahead because the Sky Sports never have the clock run on time. Paul says, read the Super League. I find it hilarious how pundits and even fans talk about the importance of retaining competitiveness of the Premier League. What? Exactly. The Premier League has been broken almost ever since its inception, with no real competitiveness for over a decade. Agreed. And what I also hate about it is the fact that supporters are saying, well, we don't punish the team by getting them out of the Premier League. You're not a supporter. You're generally not a supporter if you think that being in the Premier League is about supporting your team. Guys, I'd support West Ham in League 2. I genuinely would. Or on the Panorama Conference. Yeah, just as Fabianski makes a save. That's what it's all about. It's not about where your football team is. It's about supporting your football team, no matter where they are. That's the point. That's the whole bloody point of football. It's ridiculous. Anyways, that's my rant over for that one. Francis says the Super League's never going to disappear. Exactly. They'll be back with another try of it. This is Fabianski does a long ball trying to find Lingard but doesn't. Diop with a header at the halfway line. And it looks, who is it? Pulisic loses possession, and Ogbonna kicks the ball back to Fabianski, but he takes a little bit too long, but he boots it down, and looks like Bones trying to attach himself to it, but doesn't, and Rudiger puts it back to Mendy. And it looks like, I think that's Christian's. No, it's Thiago Silva. So yeah, Boner wasn't really alive as the ball went to Rudiger, but he's giving him a bit of a headache there, just with Jorginho on the ball, putting it back to Silva. Paul is quite right, JP, bang on. The European places are all sewn up, stroke a close shop. I would have said a good riddance to the so-called Super 6. with all their cheating and dirty money. Well, join the rest of the leagues, guys. To be fair, I know what you say, Paul. You're absolutely spot on with that, mate. But as we said said with the weekly live chat, yeah, it started when players started being millions and millions and millions of pounds. That's when the real corruption came in. That's the big sponsorship deals is when football became more corrupt. The FA is corrupt. The Premier League is corrupt. UEFA is corrupt. FIFA is corrupt. All they care about is the amount of money they're getting in. That's all it is. Sheena, welcome back. Good to see you twice in a week. I'm very impressed with that. Glad you came on Wednesday. Nice to talk to you. It was a very entertaining conversation, as I'm sure you'll agree. Well, at least I hope you'll agree. Anyway, but yeah, Sheena, it'd be nice for you to join in those on a more regular basis. If you can. I'm obviously not. I won't be disappointed if you can't. Because at the end of the day, everybody's got lives to lead and whatnot. But yeah. Right, just need to do a couple of updates there, just as it's hanging around as Chilwell puts it down to Rudiger. I need to update the thumbnail for some random reason. It's sticking around again. There you go, perfect. Everything's back to normal. So called. Ball in. And Azpilicueta with the ball in, and Ogbonna with the header out. Lingard fighting to keep his ball, but we're being heavily pinned back on this. Having said that, though, that's 5 minutes on the clock. That's gone really quickly. Not really sure what that's supposed to mean there, Paul. Okay, so we've got Bowen with a fresh haircut. By the looks of it, over to Soufal. And too far back, Noble. Passes it back to Soufal. Great run from Bowen there. Really good ideas, and it goes out for a West Ham throw-in. So, guys, as I said, if you're enjoying this, Barmies, please do. Don't know why the thumbnail's looking that way. It shouldn't be in any shape or form. Let's try that again. There you go. Perfect. Fixed it. Brilliant. Tags worked as well. So to be honest with you guys, I thought we'd be under a bit more pressure than this with the opening 5 or 6 minutes. I genuinely did, but it seems to be quite casual for. I mean, maybe Chelsea's got one. Chelsea have got one. Sodding thing. Maybe Chelsea's got one eye on the game that they have to play in midweek. Who knows? But it's a little bit casual from both sides. That's for sure. Parker, welcome. Not really sure what that's supposed to be, but okay. Mizey 5 in West Ham. No idea what that means. Brain says good start for West Ham. It has been, man. We've been pinned back a little bit, but at the same point as I'm saying, it seems to be a bit of a. Hey, Tim. Welcome back, mate. Long time no see, sunshine. Hope you're keeping all right. I am doing well, thank you. Good to see you. Hope everything's going all right with the new promotion stuff you're doing for this movie you're putting together. If I remember correctly from seeing your Facebook post and that. Hope everything's all right stateside, mate. It's got to be all practically breakfast time for you guys, isn't it? At the moment, 8-9 o'clock in the morning. Hope you're on the beers as well, son. Just waiting for Fabianski to take the free kick. He does. Still bouncing around with Allardyce style football. Lingard. That's right, it's Fredericks, I should say. Diop loses the ball. We're now and now Chelsea is slowly but surely on the counter attack. Very, very lackluster from them, but it's not too bad from them at the same point. Good challenge there from Souček. Nice run from Bowen. Can he pass it Lingard? Yes, he does. Lingard's onside. Don't care what you're saying. Lingard's onside. Pass it to. No, he was. He was onside, surely. Oh, here we go. Look. Come on, show us it. Show us it. Have a look. 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 Proper line. Yeah, all right. He's offside. Yeah. No, I'll give him that. I'll give him that. Parker says something completely unintelligible. Mason Mount on the ball now. Mason Mount, a good save from Fabianski there. Was very, very alive to it. Very, very alive to it. But yeah, Tim, if you're still here, mate, let us know what you think of the new look, because obviously it's been a while since the senior. You know, things have totally changed and different setup and everything now, so let us know what you think. So Rudiger with the... What are you doing? Long ball from Rudiger. Goes out for a West Ham throw-in. So Tufal with a throw-in. Trying to find Souček. Does. Headers it back in. Trying to... That's a bit of a foul on Bowen, surely. Souček with the ball again. Ball over. Easily gathered by Chelsea. Rudiger. Oh, nice interception from... Nice ball work from Bowen there. Well played, mate. Well played. Surely that's a free kick. No, it's going out for a corner instead. Well, it's fair enough. There's more advantage for us on that, I guess. Which I'm sure Bowen's going to take. Yep, he will. Not on the corner circle, but it's always the way in football. Chelsea and West Ham joint with most goals from corners. Interesting. Corner taken, ball in, and easily cleared by Mendy. Yeah, a little bit too high for everybody, and not the greatest positions from either side either. So yeah, it was good to see that Mendy was alive for it. So Mount through to it was Werner. Chilwell. Jorginho. Back to Chilwell. Mount. Back to Jorginho. Back to Kante this time. Over to Christensen. It looks like Azpilicueta by the looks of things. And now Silva. And the ball rolling back to Mendy. Rudiger. Bowen really tracking him down. Really trying to give him less options. In Souček, great interception by Souček, but Mount fouls him. That's a free kick to West Ham. So yeah, very, very, very interesting times here, guys. I genuinely can't believe. I mean, this season's felt so long, but we've got 5 more games after this. 5 more, and then the season's over. Such a good thing. Where's everyone going? Where's everyone going? Honestly, where are you all? Noble's going to take the free kick. Nothing wrong with the connection. I don't know where are you all going? What's wrong with you? What's wrong? What am I saying wrong? Where are you? Noble, come on, Noble. All over. Souček doing as well as he can to try and keep possession, but doesn't happen. Sheena, I know you're sitting home at home, but I'm just saying we've got half of the views we had 5 minutes ago. It's literally half. I mean, come on. I know, granted, there's not a huge amount for me to talk about this game and that, but that's a bit rude, isn't it? A couple more people coming back. I hope, well, a couple of new viewers. Just seen a shot of Bruce Buck, the Chelsea chairman, then one of the people that needs to resign as quickly as possible. Unbelievable what they're trying to do to this their club. I mean, we've had it bad for years, but it's nice from one point of view to see that it's nice to see from one point of view that Chelsea, the rest of the leagues are starting to wake up with how badly the rest of the league's fans are waking up to see how much we don't when we're insignificant when it comes to football. We as fans we're insignificant. We love it. It's our game in 100%, but not to the capitalist, which is why I've been saying it's always the bad thing to have capitalists in charge. As Lingard's doing a beautiful run. Come on, Jess, do something. Pass it. No, doesn't, and it goes over the bar. So Fredericks, I should say. It's Fredericks' run, I should say. Should have passed it to Bowen. Really, just watching the replay of it. Great run, great ball through to him. Really good. Should have passed it to Bowen about now. 14:12 on the clock. Should have passed it with that replay. Brain says he's here. I'm liking West Ham's defence and transition into attack. It is good, man. It is good, I must admit. It looks like Fredericks is playing left wing back, which is very interesting. Very interesting. Not a bad idea either from Moyes, to be fair. Not a bad idea. I mean, I called for Johnson to be in this fixture, but not a bad idea nonetheless. Is Azpilicueta charging in the ball now? And Mason Mount goes for it. No, sorry, Silva goes for it. Who is it? Now, let me just see the replay. I'm not used to these guys' haircuts. It's Werner. Timo Werner. Yeah. Through to Pulisic. And there's a nice attempt by Pulisic, but Fabianski was well awake to it. So that's good from that side of things. But this first 15 minutes has gone really quickly. I must admit, it really has. Kante, Chilwell. Looks like Fabianski did a poor clearance. Francis says, when we attack, they're looking a bit panicky. Agreed. Dufel's going to take that throw in, which came off Chilwell. Taken. Bowen, very well kept by Bowen. Beautiful football from him. Really good. And it goes out for West Ham throwing once again. Excuse me. Thing about pale ale gives you gas. Sadly. Lingard. Now Chelsea on the Kante. Mason Mount. So guys, what do you think genuinely from a footballing perspective, not from a West Ham perspective, but what do you genuinely think about Tuchel keeping their highest goal scorer on the bench? For me, I think it's an absolute travesty. It really, really is. Pulisic. Jorginho. I mean, I'm glad from a West Ham perspective because that's why we've been able to do what we've been doing. But at the same time, looking from a Chelsea perspective and a footballing perspective, when both teams are trying to go for it to cement themselves into the top four, allegedly, I know Chelsea certainly are, then you put your highest goal scorer on. Simple. If he's fit, you play him. In my opinion. Azpilicueta. Jorginho. Back to Azpilicueta. Ball in. And quite easily dealt with by there was a little bit panicky with that back header, but easily dealt with by Soufal. But unfortunately, again, Chelsea are in possession with Kante now. And now Christensen. Good run from Mason Mount then, but the ball gets cleared over to the halfway line. So ball pass to Rudiger from Silva by the looks of things. And Pulisic once again. Back to Rudiger. And Silva. Mitch, welcome, mate. Hope you're right. Where have the dominant set piece plays gone? Well, we've only had one set piece so far, mate. To be fair, but let us know what you think about the draw, the Liverpool draw. I mean, I didn't watch the game, but it'd be interesting to see what your thoughts are on it, Mitch. Fredericks, and it goes out for Goes out for West Ham throw just as a slight rebound off there, which is good. Right, so throw in. Frederick's about to take the throw in. He does. Trying to find Socek by the looks of it, but it goes wrong, unfortunately. But very well cleared from intercepted by Noble there, and but Chelsea still in possession with Kante making the run in. But Bernal's a little bit of sleep there, but Lingard open to it. Soufal charging. What's going to happen? Nice little dummy play from Lingard, but not the best of ideas. Brain says Liverpool missed so many chances. Hope Mitchell's going to give us his opinion on that, because I'm always interested in other supporters' opinions on games. And of course, Mitchell, what's your thought on the ESL if you're still here as well? The way that everything's been handled this week as a Liverpool supporter. So Silva over to Rudiger. Chilwell. Rudiger. Mason Mount. Trying to find Chilwell, but gets easily cleared out by Socek. But this is a bit tricky. Come on, wake up a bit, West Ham assets. Socek with a header over. And Lingard's found by Rudiger as he's trying to get the ball up, but it doesn't really help him up properly. Well, Nows, stop dicking about, mate. We're not 4-0 up. Let me just pause the clock so you guys can get a bit more of an idea of where I am at the minute. There you go. Francis says we're struggling a little bit to keep the ball. Understandable, playing Chelsea, mate, but I know what you mean. A few little sloppy things here and there. Noble looks a bit like Parker the way he's running at the minute with that haircut. I honestly thought it was Parker with his hair flapping about at the back. Another attempt by Werner to score, but goes wide. But it looks like you've got a deflection, so it's going out for a corner. So, guys, we're coming up to halfway through the first half. Let me know your thoughts on the game so far. I think we're doing all right from a West Ham perspective. Chelsea are trying, but we're not giving them many options. Many options to go through. When they do have a shot at goal, Fabianski's absolutely all over it. Bar that just attempt just now. Not really taking full advantage of the counter attack, but we're doing well. Corner taken by Chilwell by the looks of it, and not the best of ideas from Fornals then. But Lingard's on the ball, but gives unfortunately the bad touch, and now Chelsea are on the counter attack slowly but surely. So Fornals trying to get the ball back from that mistake you made a few seconds earlier. Rudiger. Silva at the half, just behind the halfway line. Is that Azpilicueta? Back to Silva. Silva again. Ball through, easily cut through that. Great ball from him, but should have been shut down for at least from our midfield. But we're sitting too deep for anything to happen as it stands at the minute. A nice ball up from. Let me just get the Chelsea team sheet up again. Jorginho, nice ball, but it looks like Werner was offside. Christensen was offside, maybe. Let's have a look. Fornals ain't happy about something. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. It's a foul on Socek by Christensen. Waiting for the kick to be taken. Do you not mind not focusing so long on Christensen, please, director? If you're not, thank you very much. Jesus Christ, these football directors are getting bad, man. They're ridiculous. Fabianski with the free kick. The very long ball, but not really going anywhere. So we're playing Allardyce header football as it stands at the minute. Great play from Diop then. Very good play from Diop. Fornells. Ball through to Soufal. Back to Fornells. Fornells, sorry. Who am I talking about? Balbuena. Sorry, again, same haircuts. Ogbonna. Noble. Fabianski with a long ball once again. Trying to find Soufal, but doesn't. But Souček gets it. Passes it. Now it's Fornells. Should be passing to Fredericks. He doesn't. But he does it too late. But Fredericks, and we get a corner by the looks of things. So second corner of the game so far. Souček's having a word with the referee about a couple of things by the looks of things. Having a bit of banter with him by the looks of things, but just telling him he's being a dick by the looks of it. So corner taken by Noble, I think that is. Fornells keeps it in. Just nobody really awake alive to it. Nice ball from Lingard there. It was Noble. Over to Lingard again. Lingard puts the ball in, but everyone's standing around and Chelsea clear. So, Mitch, I'll come to your comment in just a moment. Just as we're under the bit of a cosh here from a Pulisic run. And it's now Mount. Chilwell. Jorginho. Kante. Back to Jorginho. Mitch says, we switched off about 15 minutes into the last 90. I'm just looking forward to next season, to be honest. Want Souček to draw a few fouls. Rudiger. Was Jorginho, Kante. Ball to Jorginho from Silva. So Chelsea look a bit nervous. With this game, this play at the moment with Christensen and everyone on ball. But it looks like Azpilicueta was offside, so it's a free kick to us. Francis says no shots on target from West Ham as yet. That's what I'm saying, mate. We've had no shots, mate. We've had no shots at all. But that's what I'm saying, mate. It's just the fact that we're not taking not doing the full advantage, taking the full advantage. Well, we have one shot actually, because that was that Fredericks attempt. So it is one shot. So the BBC a little bit behind on that there. But yeah, nothing on target yet. Chelsea on the counter attack once again, guys. As we knew this was going to be all heavily Chelsea, but it's not a bad break from us now. Then Mendy in the way of that run for Bowen. That could have been something. That really could have been something. So Rudiger now on the counter, running at the counter. We've now got Pulisic on the ball. Great shutdown from Balbuena and Soufal. Then really kept him quiet. Very happy with that. So we're defending well. We just need to take our advantage, any advantage we can to get on the counter attack once again. Because if we can break against Chelsea, that ball up to Bowen just proved it. Just then we can break them. We just need to get a bit more touches on the ball. Keep a bit more possession going. Pulisic, jumped, jeez. And Fabianski clears, but the ball's going out by the looks of it. No. Not the best of ideas from Bowen there, but there's nothing much more he could have done, to be fair. Silva on the halfway line. First half possession stat just come up, 73% to Chelsea. Totally understandable. Hardly mentioned anything about West Ham getting involved at this minute. Kante. Goal kick. I mean, even the commentator just said this is classic West Ham so far. The heavy defending. So not bad. It's not too bad. It's not too bad as it stands at the minute. You know, we've got 17 minutes until half. Just over a quarter of an hour to go before half time. Not bad. It's not bad at all. But Chelsea are looking a little bit worried as it stands at the minute. Fabianski should be taking the goal kick any moment now. Chilwell with the long ball. Oi! Cheeky bugger. Werner pushing over Balbuena. What's the matter with you, son? Alright, so Noble took the free kick too quickly for Kevin Friend, unfortunately. I think it's Kevin Friend. Is it Kevin Friend? I think it is for the sorry, Chris Kavanagh, I should say. Sorry, Kevin Friend was last week. Again. Chelsea in the majority with the lion's share of the possession. Diop and Mount getting a bit feisty with each other. Interesting. It's that personally, I think this is the best side that Moyes could have put out. Given the injury list that we've got, I am quite happy with that. Let me know what you think. You're thinking, guys, on the side. I mean, we're 15 minutes away from half time. Let us know your thoughts on it. And also, as things, no, it's too early. I was going to say, as things stand, let us know your half times, but let's not talk about that yet at the minute. Well, Werner, but yeah, goes out for a goal kick. So look, we're the cracks are starting to happen in West Ham's defence at the minute. We really are. Was a little bit ball watching, a little bit too ball watchy for my liking. We really are. I mean, why Ogbonna was dipping his head down there? I have no idea for that. It's a big bugbear of mine for goalkeepers. For defenders, is that you should never duck your head, never turn your back, because at the end of the day, it's what you're paid for. Do you know what I mean? That's what you're paid for. It's if there's any out of the 11 people that are currently watching, if there's any Chelsea fans in the chat, please let us know why Tammy Abrahams isn't playing. He should be out there. From a Chelsea perspective, he should be out there. It's great for us because we were able to keep Chelsea relatively quiet with Lingard just passing it over to Fornals. Sorry, Noble, I should say. Souček should be passing it to Souček. Soufal, sorry. Yep, he does. Souček to Souček. Bowen, Soufal, Noble, Diop, Fredericks. Nice ball to Fredericks from Fredericks to Fornals, but it breaks down. He's had a very inconsistent season for me, for Fred Fornals. He really has. I love the guy. I've been singing his praises for the last year or so. But he's nervy. I mean, it's great to see that Iniesta says he sees the young him in him, young him in Fornals. But yeah, Brain says Moyes will be happy with a 0-0 at this moment. Chelsea parting the pressure. Agreed. Chad, welcome, mate. Chad says, I hope Dawson or Diop don't score any own goals today. Well, Chad, are you aware what happens when a player gets 2 yellow cards in the previous game? Dawson's not here. But Diop's been playing a lot better than last week against Newcastle, mate. He really has. He's played a lot better. But was just going back to what Brain said just before Chad's relatively irrelevant comment. Yeah, we're keeping them quiet. They're coming at us, but we're defending well. There's been a few cracks here and there, but overall we've been keeping them quiet. I mean, Chelsea have only had 2 shots on target so far. With out of how many shots? So how many attempts have they had? 5 shots and 2 on target and 2 saves. So not too bad. See, even a Spurs fan is more up to date than you, Chad. There's Brain or Antonio or Declan Rice. And anyway, Brain, you coming in on the weekly live chat, giving it all the big un because you come from 1-0 down. Cheeky Parker. So Lingard over to Sufal. Ball up. Oh, that was close. That could have been a good ball for Bowen. I'm still tired, guys. Apologies for getting the names wrong. Lingard. He has an attempt, but very well blocked. And Kante on the counter attack now. Lingard is a little bit casual with his run, but it is what it is. Christensen passing it back to Silva by the looks of it. Silva. Yeah. Yeah. Silva to Christensen. And that should be a West Ham throw-in. No? Okay. Looked like he bounced off Fredericks then, but alright. It didn't bounce off Fredericks, I should say. But I think a lot of people were expecting a heavy goal fest out of this, and I mean, as Kieran and Werner's been booked. Let's have a look at the replay. Going in on Lingard this time. Late challenge, absolutely understandable. At the end of the day, guys, you know, he went into Souček and was given a warning by Kavanagh then, and he's done the same thing again now, albeit slightly heavier this time round, and now he's been booked. This will be interesting to see what happens from this set piece. See who's going to take it. Jesse taking the free kick? No. Yep, he is. Oh, that was almost an own goal. That was almost an own goal. Almost an own goal there by Azpilicueta. Not handball at all, because he's absolutely right. His arm's completely down. In actual fact, it hits his chest and then his thigh. So yeah, it hits him here and then hits him on the thigh. So I don't know why they're trying it, but that's if Mendy's a little bit more to that was almost an own goal. Then that could have been quite entertaining. So Bowen's taking the corner. Short is past the Lingard. Bowen should have put the ball in. Don't go for glory. That's what happens. Nice ball in. Over to Balbuena. Man United said, missed the first half, JP. How's West Ham doing? Mate, welcome back, as always. Just seeing the replay now. So Bowen, deflection off Kante, Souček. And, yeah. Balbuena didn't do the great. To be honest with you, mate, we're not doing too bad. We're defending for our lives for a lot of this first half. But Chelsea haven't got that much end product. They really don't, as it stands at the minute. I mean, a nil is about right, because neither side have really had any attempts. I mean, we certainly haven't. We've had a couple, but neither on target. But yeah, it's a bit of a damp squib from one point of view. I mean, I know the chat's relatively quiet because a lot of, this is a big game for everybody. It's not for me in any shape or form. I'm happy wherever we finish this season, quite frankly. As long as we finish in the top 10, I'm happy. But Fornals, not the best of balls from him. Noble awaits to the ball, the deflection, and Sufal over to Bowen once again, trying to say he's offside. Don't think he was. Didn't look like it. And that goes out for a corner. But not doing too bad, mate. Not doing too bad. 0-0 with 6 or 7 minutes left to go of the first half. Not bad. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this performance. I mean, because at the end of the day, even though as the commentator was saying earlier, 6 changes since the midweek game against Brighton. It's we need to be a bit more control of the ball, but it's not bad, mate. It's not bad. Bowen taking the corner. Ooh, I think he was trying to go for goal by the looks of things. Those two foul. Bowen Back to Soufal. Cornell's back to Soufal. Come on, do something, mate. Come on. Loses possession, but it goes out for West Ham throwing. So 5 likes so far, guys. Thank you very, very much for your loyalty. It means a lot. It genuinely does, and everyone's relatively staying here. But so there's not much. I can't really comment too much. There's not really that much to talk about. Just not. There's no instances. There's no real flashy goal attempts. For the shots that Chelsea have had on target, Fabianski's been absolutely all over them. So, from that point of view, it's a bit of a, I wouldn't say disjointed performance from either side, but it's not as intense as I thought it was going to be. As a lot of us thought it was going to be, to be fair. Ogbonna with a long ball back to Fabianski. Over to Diop. Fredericks, nice ball to Souček. Very nice ball. Fredericks cut him out. Really was cut out then. Kante can just about, no, can't keep the ball in whatsoever. It goes for West Ham throw-in once again. So the last 10 minutes we've had more possession from Chelsea than Chelsea. That's good. That's good. It's what we need to see. You know, a bit more of a fight coming up to the half time. So guys, we're on them 40 minutes now. 40 minutes now. So let us know what you're thinking of the minutes, added minutes. I don't think there's going to be any, to be honest with you. But I wouldn't be at all surprised if there is an extra if there is some extra time on this. Maybe 2, but I doubt it. Possibly 1. We'll have to wait and see. So ball splicing through. Noble playing well. To be fair, he's again just having a very, very good game as Arnobes, which I'm sure which I'm sure Sheena's boys going to be happy with Noble's performance so far. Again, relatively unsung hero in this first half. Nice barge from Ogbonna, got the ball. Souček. Lingard should be passing it to Bowen. Doesn't, because he could feel that there's a foul coming, and he gets, and looks like, was it Mount getting booked by the looks of it? So guys, what do you think? What do you reckon? 2 minutes, a minute? That's Werner. Yeah, Silva being booked for that challenge there. All right, we don't need to see that many replays of it. It's a foul. Come on, director. Sheena says, "Yep, he's happy." Oh no, it's Christensen. I thought it was Silva getting booked. Okay. Noble with the ball over. Rudiger was awake to it, but Ogbonna should. And if I was Ogbonna, I would have chased that ball down a little bit stronger and done a ball into the box. To be fair, but what's Kavanagh saying about? Right, come on, man. With all your wages, you can't buy some better quality jeans. Jesus Christ. Sheena says he's always happy when Noble plays. I'm sure he is. So guys, as I said, give me your thoughts on extra time. Do you think there's going to be any? Possibly 1. I reckon just 1 minute. I reckon. That's what's going on here, right? So, Ogbonna standing his ground, but Pulisic gets the ball. Chilwell. Jesus! 1-0 Chelsea. That was very lackluster. Very, very lackluster from Timo Werner with the ball. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. lackluster. Absolutely massively lackluster from that. A great ball from Chilwell, to be fair, but yeah, Valbuena and Soucek could have done better with that. They really could have done. Let the ball absolutely pass straight through it. Really could have let it straight through. Load of initials, load of letters. Welcome. It is a joke, mate. That could have been better. Could have been better. It's a good thing I updated the losing music, wasn't it? Because I had a bit of issue with that with the Newcastle game. But it's all updated now, so we all should be fine. Bowen. Diop let it run for Fredericks. Fredericks had no idea Diop was doing that at all. So, yeah, we swap places basically as it stands at the minute. Swap places. 133rd minute. Come on, keyboard, wake up. There you go. Bonner. Diop. Lingard. Sorry, mate, don't speak Russian. Can't answer that question. Noble. Valbuena back to Noble. It was 1 minute. Oi. Don't mind, thank you. Valbuena. Diop. Back to Fabianski. Valbuena. Goes out for West Ham throwing. Well, to be fair, GTRP FTR, I've never seen you before, so I have no idea where you're from. You put it in a foreign language, which looks relatively like it, so no need to get like that, mate. Fair. There we go. It's first half over. So, bit of a dodgy one from that side of things. But that's how things are. So, yeah, see you guys in a couple of minutes.
You build out of lies, then deception, raising your weapon. Every word you speak dripping with venom. You're playing with fire, preparing for war. I'm ready to settle the score. You're sounding the alarm while I'm trying to remain in the calm before the storm.
Hi guys, welcome back to the second half once my music sorts itself out. So yeah, if you were Moyes in the dressing room at the moment, what would you genuinely be saying to the boys? Because I'd be tearing them apart, quite frankly, about that defending. It was unbelievably bad, unbelievably bad. No, it seems like there's no changes for either side. You can just put my hummus away until the end of the game. And the second half is off. There you go, all in sync. Sheen says I would be chucking my shoes at them. It was worrying defending. Worrying defending. That's why I logged off really. That's why I put to the half time really quickly because I need to go out. Just have a bit of a think about that first half rather than just be reactionary. But I maintain that Balbuena and Soucek could have done better for that. There's an argument about Soufal's play from that run from Chilwell. You should have shut Chilwell down. Understandable. But yeah, it's we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to at the end of the day, guys. We'll have to wait and see what happens in this game because we could score, they could score, we couldn't, they couldn't. Yeah, it's just you never know. You never know. We just have to wait and see. But it's a little deflating. But guys, we finish this. If we finish this position, this game in fifth, I'm still happy. I'm massively happy with that. I just think a lot of our fan base are getting quite carried away pretty quickly, but it's understandable. This is as Tony Cottee said earlier today. This is probably the biggest West Ham game of the season since 1986. I don't disagree. From wanting to finish in the league as high as possible, I don't disagree in any shape or form. You can't disagree with that. But I have to wait and see. So Fornals is given a free kick away. Not the best of challenges on Mount, to be honest with you. But here we go. So come on, guys. Let me know what you're drinking. Let me know what you're drinking. I'm drinking Ghost Ship. It's quite a nice drink. It's got a little bit citrusy to it. Quite nice. But yeah, let me know what you're drinking. And it's interesting that Yusef's not here either. Commenting, giving it the large and from Saudi Arabia. If he is indeed watching the game. Ball. We'll come through in a second. There we go. Meths. That's good. I like that, mate. Yeah, it's a bit. We need some form of tranquilizers, that's for sure, mate. Fredericks. Diop. Noble. Fornals. Soucek. Balbuena. Back to Balbuena. Only joking. Yeah, all right. Of course you are, mate. Cheese on the coffee. It's unusual for you. Dinner time. No wine on the go. What's wrong with you? You on antibiotics or something? So Ogbonna. Honestly, it feels like so long since the last game. Diop. Bowen. Soucek. John's in. Hello, mate. I'm a happy team fan. I'm sure you will be getting the draw with Liverpool. Totally understandable. Soucek. Fornals. Lingard. Bowen. Diop. Ogbonna. Negative football at the minute. She said, I don't drink wine. I'm more of a vodka person. You were on wine a few months ago, if I remember right. Said you were on the vinos. But yeah, vodka. Understandable. Yeah, I'm sure you're not doing shots in front of your boy. That's why you're on the coffee. Noble with the throw in. Balbuena very quickly. John says, "Are you keeping okay today?" It was a hard start to the day, mate. I'm not gonna lie. It's been quite an emotional week for me this week with one or two things going on. Um, but yeah, it's other people's problems, unfortunately. But yeah, it's been I've been a little bit Mr. Domestic today, John. To be honest with you, mate, I've been a bit Mr. Domestic. I've gone out and I haven't gone out. I've done some tidying and everything, and I've done little bit of rearranging of things, and it's made me feel better. It's made me feel better, because that's what doing chores does. It can make you feel better. I've cleaned down the shower for the week, and it's good. It's therapeutic. Thank you, John. Much appreciated. Mate, I can't take it any easier than I currently am. To be fair, really can't. Especially a week away from payday. But yeah, it's been an emotional one this week. But hopefully, in a couple of weeks' time, when the pubs start properly reopening, we can all sit in the pub and we have a few chats and everything starts getting back to normal properly. Then it'll be easier, hopefully. But John, as I said earlier, man, we're 5 games away from the end of the season now, from West Ham's perspective. It's crazy. It's crazy. 5 weeks away. 5 game weeks away. Mental. Bowen, not the best of balls to try and find. Brain says, had to slip away before the goal seen now. Socek should have got a toe on it. To be honest with you, mate, Balbuena should have. Both of them should have tried to block it. Both of them should have done. So again, miscommunication between the two of them. John says, don't overdo it. You need to rest up at some point. I'm hardly overdoing anything. That's the problem. That's half the issue, fellas. I'm hardly getting out. I got out on Tuesday, went down to Southend, had a quite a nice date, but unfortunately, things took a turn for the worst after it. But that's life, you know. Precious says, we're missing something up front. Lanzini on, please. Yes and no. I can understand that. I'd personally bring on Ben Rama, try and give him, but looks like Moyes doesn't trust him much anymore, which is a real shame. I mean, Fredericks has done an absolutely blinding job. Bowen's playing really, really well. There's not that many players out there you can really criticise over the first half performance, barring the goal. That's it. We're playing well. We're doing all right. We're having fun, for lack of a better way. But John says, I'm surprised to see Ryan Fredericks playing today. Yeah, he's playing left wing back because obviously Masuaku and Creswell are out. He's not doing too bad, to be fair. He's not doing brilliantly, but he's not doing too bad. He's got some pace on it. He's been using his pace to try and open up counter attacks, but it's just not happening. We're just ball watching literally now as I'm talking about keeping the shape well, but at the same point, just yeah, that was just poor. Not nobody trying to defend it, and Sufal booting it out, saying, "Come on, guys, pick yourselves up." It just proves that to the fan base, this is a bigger game than it is for the players, because the players would be a lot more up for this otherwise. Chelsea ain't got that much to offer. To be fair, they really don't. Get up, honestly. What's wrong with you, man? Man up. There's nothing wrong on that challenge. That's credit. Honestly, ridiculous. But honestly, there's not much to set Chelsea's game. There really isn't. John, they've played a good first half. I wouldn't say they were tired out. I know you're asking the question without the question mark, but Mason Mount with a Fabi's flapped it. Oh, that was close. Jesus, that was so close. Fabianski fluffed that big time. Just seeing the replay of it. So Werner over to Mount. Nice shot from Mount, but I keep saying it. Guys, how many times do I say it? If you can do your Superman save, you can put both hands on it, grab the fucking ball. I'm not angry with Fabianski. He's kept us in a lot of games over the last couple of seasons, but he must do better there. Welcome, man. Chelsea win. Not yet. It's on the cards, mate. Completely, but always good to have opposition in the chat. I mean, there is a good argument, as John's asking in there. There's possible tiring out, but I can't see it. I wouldn't have said so. I think it's more nerves from both sides. Fredericks, Jorginho, Balbuena, Fredericks. Now Fredericks got a lot of space. Should be really exploiting it. Lingard, a little bit too late. Fornals, straight at the goalie. Brain Sample says Chelsea got no pace, coming you hammers. And says Lingard's pa. Well, he's not having the best of games, to be fair. And I agree with you on that one. But nobody's overspeaking him, as you're trying to imply. Paul says, hats off to the board for completely failing to supply backup for the front line. Always useful to have replacements if you're serious about top 5. 6th or below is all GSB deserve. Paul, I'm going to bring you back down to earth on that. Nobody had the plan to finish in the top top 4 in January. Nobody. Not one person outside Sky Sports was saying top 4 for West Ham. Nobody was. The board certainly weren't. You can't. I know why you're saying it, and it's absolutely true. You're completely right on that. But the media was hyping it up. Kept asking Moyes about it. Moyes never said our aim at the start of the season is top 4. He said he wants to win as many games as possible and play as well as he can get the players playing. That's it. That's all he's done. Yes, all right. Over the last month or so, he's been saying we need to be improving and keep our fight for the top 4 in, because that's what the board have been telling him. Said, look, guys, if we finish in the top 4, we get an unbelievable amount of exposure and money for finishing in that position. That's all it is. There was no plan for this. There's no plan for this in January, and there certainly was no plan for this in summer. Paul says, I think 6th is fine. I said as I said earlier, mate, as long as we're in the top 10 at the end of the season, I'm happy. I've got no problem with it. Would be a fine achievement. It would. Paul. It'd be bigger than a fine achievement. It'd be unbelievable if we finish 6th or 5th or possibly 4th. It's an unbelievable appointment. Achievement. Basically, bearing in mind we're playing the games after this will really help us with that push. But just make sure we're above Spurs and Arsenal. We'll take that all day long. Paul Taverner, welcome. Paul Taverner, I think you need to take off your autocorrect because batter isn't relevant in that context. Mate, I think it means better sell all your players and buy 25 new. Well, we've only got a 23-man squad, but thanks for the attempt. Thanks for the attempt. Keep trying. Diop. Paul says, without Lingard, you're probably were 16 in Premier League. No, mate. No, if you were actually paying attention to what West Ham were doing since the start of the season, we were in 5th and 6th around about the time before he came in. We were floating around between 4th and 6th before that came in. That just shows you that all you listen to is Sky Sports and don't actually pay attention to the league. And quite rightly so, because if you are a Chelsea supporter, which I'm guessing you are, then you're not going to be looking at what's above you, because we've been above you for the majority of the season, mate. Soufal to Noble, Lingard, that was Fornals. Fredericks. Oh, not the best of ideas from him, but Lingard. Oh, that was close. couple of yards wide, but that was close. I reckon Paul Taverner's probably what 15, 16 if you can't understand it when can't understand a few spelling to how to spell properly in certain words. Brain says West Ham getting close. Chelsea are tired. They are getting tired, mate. You're absolutely right. You can't. Well, I wouldn't say tired. I'll say standing off a little bit more. Now, the majority of this game has been in midfield, which is totally understandable. There's been more in the Chelsea half than our half, as the logo came up a minute or so ago. So, yeah, it's just it's interesting. It's interesting. I mean, Taverner, you're clearly a Chelsea supporter. So, do you agree with Brain, the Spurs supporter, that Chelsea are getting tired? If so, great. if not, tell us why. But as I've said for the majority of the game, this has been very nervy from both sides. Very, very nervy from both sides. But it's nice for us to see us getting there, mate, just as we're trying to defend for our lives now. Beautiful block by Frederick. Soufal holding up Mount now. Ball up. Bowen. There we go. This is a bit of counter run. Jess, come on. Cross over to Fornell's. Beautiful, but Fornell's just not really awake to it properly. Not the best. The Kante. Burner. Mount. Sorry, Pulisic to say they both got the same haircut. Azpilicueta. Jorginho. Ball running through. That's Mason Mount. Come on, Noble. You could have done a bit more than that. Just fucking putting your arm out. You could close him down a little bit, make him panic. Chad says, was the Man United and Arsenal fans kicking off over the Super League? Mate, all supporters were. And when you're referring to multiples, mate, it's a word, not a was. So, and that's what I'm saying about Fabianski, right? He could have put he put both hands to it and still dropped it. It's a great attempt, to be fair, from Mount with a deflection off Balbuena, but still fair play to him. Fair play he got there. Paul says, mate, if West Ham win this game, I swear that I'll subscribe to your channel and send you £8. It would be nice. Both would be nice, to be fair. It just proves that I was right. You're a Chelsea supporter. Giving it large because you're 1-0 up with only like 3 shots on target. 3 or 4 shots, whatever it's been. Ogbonna, not the best of ideas from Souček with that leg there. Kante. Pulisic. Azpilicueta. Christensen. Jorginho over to Mount, I think that is. Yeah, Mount. Chilwell back to Mount. Jorginho to Kante. Pulisic. Kante. Not Conte, Kante. Azpilicueta. Back to him from Kante again and again. Fredericks. Nice toe. Brain, I take it what you're saying about save then was that Fabianski where he puts both hands on it and still drops it. I'm guessing you're talking about that because it looks great, but he's not at the races today. He's made some fantastic saves, Fabianski. As I said at the in the first half. He's kept us in games a lot over the last couple of seasons. But at the same point, I think he could have done better. He's dropped the ball a couple of times. He's been very fortunate that when he's dropped the ball, he's been able to recover very, very quickly. But it's not always going to be the case. If he drops it again, there's a very good chance we're conceding a second. It really is a good chance we're conceding a second. Fornals, Lingard, Soucek. Ah, not the best of passes from him, to be fair. As Luqueta now on the ball. Jorginho, Kante, Rudiger. Chilwell. Back to Kante. It's back to Rudiger, I should say. No, Kante. It was Kante. So there's nobody pushing it down. No one going running for the ball. No one trying to put some pressure, Chelsea under any pressure. So which I'm kind of thinking possibly there's going to be a substitution being made very shortly if we're not putting any pressure on Chelsea to try and get the ball. I think David Moyes has got something up his sleeve. Yep, here we go. See, look, this is what I'm saying. Double substitution. Nolan giving instructions to Lanzini and Benrahma, which I'm guessing is probably good save from Fabianski there. But again, dropped the ball. But fortunately, Fredericks was there to recover. But yeah, so Lanzini and Benrahma coming on. So possibly, I'm guessing, Fredericks and Bowen are probably going to come off. Paul says, who do you think will win the Champions League? To be honest with you, Taverner, mate, I no clue. I don't know. I've not been keeping an eye on the Champions League, to be fair. I don't actually know who's playing who. So let us know, and I'll give you my thought on it. But I think if I remember correctly, Man City still in it. I've not really paying attention, mate. I've had a lot on my plate the last few weeks. But let us know who you think the final's going to be, because I know the final's not ready up yet, because it's still the semis, if I remember correctly. Balbuena. Bowen. Like Bowen was offside about a week ago, by the looks of things. Here we go, double substitution. So I'll have a look to see who's coming off. So Fornals for... Was it Noble? Because one that said 18. So Fornals, yeah, Fornals and Noble coming off. And Lanzini and Benrahma coming on as a result. That's interesting. That's very interesting. To be honest with you, I don't see why. I don't see why you brought Noble off. I mean, I know that it's going to be an attacking threat and everything, but I'm not sure with that. I'm really not sure with that. But we'll have to wait and see. Have to wait and see what's coming from that. We've got 21 minutes plus whatever added time is going to be. And to be honest with you guys, I genuinely can't see anything coming up from either side. I really can't. But again, you never know. You absolutely never know. That's the thing with football. Paul says, Paul Taverner says, if Manchester City win, I have to give it 300 quid to his brother. I don't think Man City will, to be fair, which is I can understand why it's £300. But you know, Paul, you haven't told Taverner, mate. You haven't told us who's in the running for the Champions League final. So let us know, and I'll give you my thoughts on it. I asked the question: is Man City still in it? And they obviously still are, but you haven't answered the question, fella. Let us know. So I'm obviously watching this. So Lingard, Fredericks, Ben Rama, Socek to Lanzini, Balbuena, Soufal, Socek, Lanzini. Brain says PSG, Man City, Chelsea, Real Madrid. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. I thought it was at the semi stage. Yeah. So answering who's winning the Champions League is a bit irrelevant at the minute because it could be any one of the four as it stands. For the final, I'm guessing possibly Real Madrid, Man City. I think PSG will struggle just a little. I don't know. No, I don't know. I can't say because I've not watched Real Madrid and I've not watched PSG. So Paul says it. Having to say it's Chelsea PSG. Well, it's be PSG then, mate. If that's the case, I'm saying PSG win. Yeah. I agree with you, mate. I agree with you. Lanzini, Lingard, Fredericks, Lanzini. Nah, not the best of things. Chad says Chelsea shocked me last week when they won against Man City in the FA Cup. Not really that much of a shock, mate. Too much build up. You see, this is the thing. Whenever the media builds up one team to win a FA Cup game, 90% of the time, it's the other team that wins it. So, but fair play to Chelsea. Sheena says, "Where's me body marked today?" Where's your body? You don't know where your body is, Sheena. If you're asking bloody, but your autocorrect went to body, I told you, darling, take your little autocorrect off. Yeah, Fornells and Noble came off, and Ben Rama and Lanzini came on. Buddy, okay. Brain says, "Do you think Spurs have a chance against City tomorrow?" Of course, everyone's got a chance against anybody. It's a Sky Sports irrelevant question, mate. Of course, there's a chance. Paul Taverner is saying something that nobody really cares about. Mino Raiola arrived at London today to talk with Chelsea about buying Haaland. Or Haaland, as you're putting, but it's Haaland because he's got. If you're gonna big up about a potential deal coming in, mate, at least spell the player's name right. Paul says too much coffee, Sheena. Leave the brandy out, probably best. But guys, like this video. So like this broadcast if you're enjoying it. Share it as well to get more people involved. There's only 7 people watching. This is the home of the bloody watch along, for God's sake. I know everybody else is doing it, but it's totally understandable. But at the same point, when the world gets back to normal, we'll still be doing the away. Still be doing the away watch alongs as always. I'm renewing my season ticket next season. As things stand. We'll have to be relying on dodgy streams and stuff as it always is. Ogbonna with a nice header, but it doesn't go really anywhere. Nice block from Bowen, but again doesn't really go anywhere. Honestly, it feels way more than a week since I last saw you guys and we talked about football. It's mental. Paul, that's a bit harsh. Paul, you are to be fair, you are in biased territory, shall we say? Brain. So Brain's a good lad. To be fair, Brain's a good lad. He doesn't get wound up by anybody. So he's good from that side of things. So against all Chelsea with 15 minutes to play. Sheena saying we're giving the ball away too much. Absolutely agreed. By the way, there's 2 O's in that too, but not going to teach you English. I've given up with your spelling, Sheena. I really have. It's been a year. It's been a year. Rudiger. Chilwell back to Rudiger. Oh, it's been a year. I'm not gonna give you grammar and spelling lessons. No, not gonna happen. Giving up. So 15 plus stoppage time. So we've had a substitution with Chelsea as well. I'm only human after all. I'm telling you, take your bloody autocorrect off. You don't listen. Stop being lazy. Stop being a Spurs supporter. Stop being lazy. Chelsea still in possession. I'm tempted to get the guitar out, to be fair. There's not much to talk about here at the minute. There really isn't. Good wordplay there, Paul. I like that. You can't teach your grandma to suck eggs. Ball goes out for a Chelsea throw-in by the looks of things. Honestly, I genuinely thought, as I said earlier, and Kieran's probably gone back to sleep. Kieran, if you're still awake, mate, let us know. Because it's gonna be like 8 o'clock in the morning, so you might have woken up now. Brain says all hope for Spurs depends on Harry's ankle. It's like that at Tottenham. What about Son? What's going on with Son? And Dele Alli? You got options more than Kane, surely. Right, so check. Over to Soufal. Come on, we've got to sort this out. Come on, you're all over the place, West Ham. You're all over the place. Nice block from Soucek for making that mistake, but come on, seriously. Take a look in the mirror, and what do you see? Oh, come on, that's just a follow through. That's not intended in any shape or form. Balbuena does not mean to do that. It's a follow through. It's the follow through. All right, yeah, there's an argument that his foot's a little bit long on there is longer, but it's doing it at that speed is 3 times as long as 3 times as slow as it actually naturally would be. I wouldn't say it was serious foul play. Come on. Yeah, you see it in real time. It's that's that. Please don't be afraid. Come on. It's not there's no intent. There's no intent. It's the replays. It's slowing it down. You look at a natural speed as they've just shown, and there's nothing in it. You look at it like that, and yeah, of course it is because it's a third of the natural speed. That's wrong. It's not intentional. Not intentional. Mount and Balbuena are talking about it, and it's not intentional in any shape or form. It's a free kick or a yellow at best. Oh, come on. Seriously. Right, no, I'm hoping that this referee has it at normal speed. Because you look at it at the replay, it's worse. It's Why do it? Why? Look, yeah, play it normal speed. There's nothing in it. It's the follow through. It's a yellow at best. There's no intent. Balbuena's got his eye on the ball from where he's kicking it the entire time. It's not a red. You're probably right, mate. You will be that fucking stupid and give him a red. But looking at it naturally, it's the follow through. There's nothing you can do about it. Joke. That's a joke. That is an unbelievable joke. It's not intentional. The commentator saying it's pretty rough, Josh. This is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's nasty when you look at it when you're seeing something slowed down that much. You look at it natural. His foot like that. Bam. There's nothing in it. There's absolutely nothing in it. Balbuena is trying to steady himself, which is why his foot's out there for half a second. It's ridiculous. It's not. That has to be appealed. That has to be appealed. Brain says agreed. Shouldn't be a red. Sheena says the ref has been paid. No need for the red card. It's just, no, it's ridiculous. Paul says, bias refs and VAR strike again. This league is a joke. I wish they'd gone off and formed their own on their Super League. So looks like Ben Johnson's going to be coming on, which it's a joke. It's an absolute joke. I maintain you can see VAR is a very, very good tool. I've said it for the last couple of years. It's how it's being used is nearer the point. Is the fault with the technology, right? It's how it's being used. And guys, I'm going to be going over to Garage Football when this game finishes, so we'll talk about it on that side of things. But it's unbelievable. I'm genuinely fuming with that. If we were at the ground, boos would be blown around the entire stadium. I think even the Chelsea supporters would be booing. So Fredericks is off and Johnson's on. Sheena says, yet again, another Mike Dean's. Mike Dean's got nothing to do with it, Sheena's. Absolutely nothing to do with it. He's a fourth official and that's it. It's got nothing to do with it. It's the guys at Stockley Park that would have said, right, you need to have a look at this on the screen because we think it's a red card. It's those idiots. It's those idiots that are at fault for that. Rick, we just talked about it. It's not a red card in any shape or form. You see it at natural speed. It's a follow through. There's nothing Balbuena can do it. He's about it. He's putting his head down. He's booted out to see where the ball's gone, and Mason Mount's right in front of him. It's nothing to do. It's not a red in any shape or form. It genuinely isn't. Francis says, where exactly do these refs come from? Hired from the Yellow Pages. Paul says, always the same with the top six teams. You know it. Did you see the Newcastle handball earlier? I didn't, mate, to be fair, so I can't comment. Best league in the world, not with these officials. Absolutely agreed. As I said, it's the technology's being used in the wrong way. You watch it at natural speed, it's not a booking. You watch it at a third of the natural speed, it's a booking. Kavanagh's got this wrong. He genuinely has got it wrong. And the guys at Stockley Park have got this wrong as well. For me personally, it should be appealed because there's no intent in any shape or form to damage Mason Mount at all. There's nothing in it at all. Not even looking at him. It's ridiculous. So Chelsea's top goal scorer is going to be coming on with a few minutes to play. That's how bad things are at Chelsea at this point. Yeah. A lot of sorry guys if my bottle just hit the microphone there. A lot of extra time going to be being played here. A lot of extra time. I reckon about 6 minutes the way things are going. Even my mates are saying in the WhatsApp group, I'm saying, not even looking at the player. How is it a red? How is it a red? Paul says, ironic how they always seem to get it wrong in favour of Chelsea, Man City, Tottenham, Arsenal, etc. The only problem these crooked referees have is when two top six teams play each other. Yeah, like, I don't know. How do we make this decision? To be fair, to be fair, a 1-0 loss against Chelsea, not bad. It's not bad. Does it put a tint in our Champions League run? Of course it does. Of course. But it's a warning shot to the owners and say, look, this is what we can do. How we are already. This is what we can do. If we've got more, because let's not forget, guys. Let's not forget that I've said it all season, and I will remain that. One of the reasons why, as I was saying to Paul Taverner before he came in saying giving it the big one about us being in 16th without Jesse Lingard. Let's not forget that Sebastian Haller got us the goals early on in the season that got us in and around the top 4, top 5, top 6 before he left. Let's not forget that. They didn't bring any centre forward in because they relied on Antonio again. And as a result of it, guys, hang on a minute, guys. Yeah, as a result of it, we've been punished for it. Absolutely punished for it. Paul Harrington says the referee was totally biased against Chelsea. We're in the game again at Chelsea. Remember, possibly, mate. Let me just double check something on that because the three. I don't think it was Kavanagh that refereed the Stamford Bridge game. I don't think he was. I could be wrong. I'm just double checking now. It was literally 4 months and a couple of days previously, so that's December. Let's have a look. Look. Right, let's have a look. Chelsea away, because it was it's one of the first previews I did after I bought this computer. Where is it? Chelsea away. There we go. 18th of December when I recorded it. Oh no, I didn't. I thought the rules prevented having the same referee for both fixtures. That's interesting. That is very, very interesting. I thought the rules prevented that. Rick, let us know on that. But I'm sure if you're still watching, but I'm sure there's a rule that say that you can't have the same referee in the same fixture twice. I'm sure there is. Francis says they always are when it comes to West Ham. Paul says the referee disallowed that perfectly good goal from Bowen at 1-0. Silva play acted and got a foul. Agreed, completely. Well done, Johnson, for keeping the ball there. Very well done. Ben Rama. Soufal. Diop. Swindon forever. So Swindon have gone down to League 2 today, JP. Not happy. Sorry, mate. My heart goes out for you for that. But at the same point, as long as the team is still trading, I'm sure you'll be happy from that side of things. But yeah, it's relegation's always difficult. So apologies on that, mate. Paul says, got to go, JP. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome. God bless. As you say, not bad. 1-0 reverse if it stays like that. Not in any shape or form. 4-0 over 2 fixtures. Not bad. It's not bad. It's not brilliant, but it's not bad. Brain says, I don't think anyone can blame the red card for the result. Nope, you can't, because we were already 1-0 up way before that happened. 5 minutes of added time. Let's adjust the clock for it. Come on. There you go. 5 minutes. Francis says, no problem, guys. If we don't make Champions League, we'll make the Super League. Will you let that go? I know it's banter before you say anything, man, but... So Azpilicueta came on, James came off, and Werner came on for Abraham. Came off for Abraham, I should say. Apologies for sneezing. It's quite loud even when you do track away from the microphone. I'm only human after all. But Paul Tafner, if you're here, it'd be nice to have your support anyway, mate. So I'm guessing it's gone up by accounts. I'm guessing you have subscribed. So thank you very much for that. We're literally, honestly, guys, we are literally 9 subscribers away from 1,800. Come on, let's get more people on board, guys. Come on, seriously, let's get some more people on board. Rudiger's down. Nope, he's up, rolling about, and then he got up. So there's obviously nothing wrong with the cunt. Benrahma with not the best of shots. Have we actually had a shot on target yet? I don't think we have we? Let's have a look. Oh, 2 shots on target. 8 shots and 2 on target. As opposed to Chelsea 16 and 6 on target. So that's 5 saves, 5 vital saves that Fabianski's made. Not bad in any shape or form. Brain says, Benrahma, what are you doing? Not the best of ideas. It's a panic shot. It's a panic shot. That's the problem. Andy time wasting. Francis says Benrahma's yet to score a goal. Yes, agreed. He's set one up. He's assisted a couple, if I remember correctly. But yes, he's to actually score. Yes. Let me have a look at his assist records. I think he's the highest assist without a goal, if I remember right. Brent Goldridge, welcome. Chelsea are the best. I love Chelsea. We have won. Mate, it's been a shit performance from Chelsea. It really has been poor. To be fair, it's been completely lackluster. We've defended well, but at the same point, I wouldn't go that far, mate. I genuinely wouldn't go that far. Right, top assist. Where are we? So, yeah, Creswell's got 5 assists. Creswell's got 7 assists. Bowen's got 6 assists and 8 goals. Antonio's got 5 goals, 7 goals and 5 assists, and Benrahma has got 5 assists. French says it has been a bad performance. Never a red card. West Ham should have won. Yeah, we went out there to defend, mate. To be fair, we went out there to just purely defend, and that was it. Conte, and a nice save from Fabianski. To be fair, nobody there with his follow up. So we're into the last minute of extra time, guys. Man of the match from both you Chelsea supporters and the West Ham supporters. Who's your man of the match? Tammy Abrahams bounces it off. How does he miss that? How on earth does he miss that? Brent says you're going to need a good pint of whiskey to deal with this, JP. I'm not bothered, mate. To be fair, I'm really not. I mean, because at the end of the day, it's not been the best of performances. There we go. Game over. It's not been the best of performances from either side. To be fair, it really hasn't. Francis says man of the match is the referee. We're fifth. We're fifth. There's nothing to complain about whatsoever from that point of view. But yeah, guys, go over to Garage Football. I'll be there in a few minutes. We'll be there in a few minutes. Google it. Literally go into the YouTube search bar and find Garage Football, because we're going to do post-match analysis over there. So, but yeah, not happy with the performance in terms of conceding that goal. Everything else was okay. We just defended for our lives and didn't really try and do anything. That's it. But yeah, it's guys. We were sorry for the freeze there. We were two or three points away from relegation, and it looks like we're going to be 2 or 3 points away from finishing in the top 4 at the end of the season. I'll take that. But anyway, guys, thank you very, very much for your time. If you're new round here, welcome. As I say, please, by all means, please do like this video, and please do share it, and please do subscribe if you're new to the channel. In the meantime, guys, I say pop over to Garage Football, and we'll talk about it. And yeah, I'll see you guys very, very soon. I'm going to try and do a fantasy league roundup for everybody. Jeremy, welcome. Good evening. We're done. Game's done. Broadcast is done, I'm afraid, mate. So I'm sure I think you were teaching and everything, but yeah. In the meantime, guys, we've still got a plus goal difference at the end of the day, plus 10 with 55 points. It's crazy. We're still above Liverpool. So yeah, happy birthday there, Jeremy. Yeah, not the greatest present for you, unfortunately, as you're saying, but thank you very much for your time, guys. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you very, very soon.